Hello, it's Dan here, Tunnel Lane Model Railways. I thought I'd do a little how-to video. It's my first one really, I suppose. I never really like doing things too much. I always feel like telling people how to sort of suck eggs. But people have been asking on this one, this little lorry, how I've been doing how to the canvas sheeting and bits and bobs. So I thought I would do a little how-to on how to make a load for your lorries or locos, or for the wagons or whatever else, or just in the goods yard. To be honest, it's very simple, really. So we'll just use this little lorry as an example. With one for the Albury, I had little loads already to go on there. But if you haven't got any sort of crates or anything particularly to go in there, you can make something. So literally just a little bit of foam board I've cut up and made a basic load. Nothing particularly fancy. Doesn't really matter as long as you've got sort of that box kind of shape and profile to it, really. So canvas wise, what do you use? Well, we use tissue, toilet paper, or tissue, whatever you want to use. With the pattern, doesn't really matter. Time it gets soaked, it disappears anyway. So literally just cut out a section of canvas sheet like so. I feel like I'm on Blue Peter here. So literally just make sure it's going to cover all that up quite happily. Yeah, if anything, it's probably a fraction too big, so we're just going to take a little bit off the side. Okay, so next choice then, it'll probably split and pull apart, which doesn't matter. We'll lose one of the sheets. Oh, this is some posh stuff because it's 3. Let's go with just leave it 2 just to get a bit of strength. Right, okay, so there's that sorted. So there's your sheet, smooth it the right way. There's your sheet. Okay, so we're going to go with the colour. Let's choose. So I use acrylics. I usually use Tamiya or Vallejo, whichever really. I find Tamiya is a little bit more sticky when it dries, which helps with the glue side of things. So let's go with a khaki colour here. So do that. Just give it a little stir. It's been sat for a day or two. And so it's a very simple process, to be honest, and it works really well. It's something we used to do in the military, or so do in the military modelling sort of area for, say, canvas sheets and bits and bobs and curtains and stuff. Obviously 1/35, a little bit bigger. You can also use tin foil, paint tin foil. Have tried it, it does work, but it just doesn't look quite as good, I think, as paper. Really, to be honest, I think you still get that bit of a shine from it if you're not careful. So we'll just get a paintbrush. So usually just a nice big round one. So here, just literally just do this. It gets a bit messy, so you might want to use a little screwdriver just to hold the corner. But literally just dab it on. You aren't going to paint it, it won't paint, it'll just rip. But just dab it on. It's probably not the most cost effective with the paint, but it works a treat. So just keep push that away, so hopefully you can see I'm filming this with my phone. I have no idea how this is looking, but fingers crossed it's all in focus. So literally just do your sheets like this. Obviously any colour you want to, maroon, blue, red. If you do black's fine, but obviously it's quite hard to sort of weather, really, I suppose. Then, whereas if you've got a lighter colour, you can always add darker colours to it. But black is black, and that's it. I'll get my desk if I can help it. So, okay, so that's the basic sheet colour. Now it's wet, you can add a few different colours to it, just to sort of obviously a sheet isn't new. Well, it might be new, I suppose, but generally it's not new. So let's go with a little bit of deck tan, as they call it here. Let's give that a mix again because it's a brand new bottle. It's just a case of just putting a few splodges here and there and just altering the tones of the colours, that's all, so it looks a bit more realistic. Again, you haven't got to be particularly very neat or tidy, just chuck it on, it'll soak in, it'll go all different colours by itself. Once it's dry, you can possibly go with like a white or very light colour and sort of almost like dry brush it as if you were doing a rock face. So there's that one. Right, lid on paint. I say it's quite a quick process. That one, so don't knock them over. Turn the paintbrush in the bottom of the water, out of the way. There we go. Right, next thing to do is just get a bit of tissue paper and just dab, just gently, just take the worst of the moisture out of the paper. So you still want it wet. We're going to go with that. Right, next one, bit fiddly, but we can do it. Just carefully lift up the sheet without ripping it, if you can. Let's see. Put that on the load, like so. Just put it down a little bit. With blotting it, because you've blotted it, it won't particularly necessarily go over the model too much. But it's just a case of working the sheet around. Working the sheet around so it sticks to itself. Fold it all in. Hope you can see. I'm left-handed. I've got the camera on the wrong side. I just realised. Just fold the sheets in. As the paint starts to dry, it goes sticky, and that's just enough, just to cover up, just for it to tack to whatever it is you're using as a load base. So this is obviously foam board, but you can use bits of balsa wood, cardboard, whatever you want to use to make the shape look correct. So you use flatbed wagons. You can do all sorts of this. I've got someone laying in the goods yard, just chucks on the floor there. Look quite effective. So just teasing the tissue paper into place. So as it gets sticky, it starts to stick to everything but what it's supposed to. Push that down there. Okay, so like something like that. And then if you want to, you can put some cotton over it to for tie downs and bits and bobs. So I haven't got anything here to hand to sort of show you, but yeah, just some little tie downs. But generally, once that's dried, obviously it'll go darker. That looks pretty effective, I think. Okay, hopefully that helps somebody. Cheers, thanks for watching. See you again, bye bye.